Hallowell. I work as an economic analyst in the Office of the State Economist, and I'm also the lead for Maine State Data Center. So we work to make data available to our local partners who all access census data. If anyone needs help with that, we're kind of the people to come to if you need help finding data. So right now we're going to do sort of an informal tutorial about the Census Bureau's new data platform called data.census.gov. The beloved American Fact Finder was retired at the end of March, and the new platform, data.census.gov, has some perks, but is a little bit less user-friendly for people new to it. So we're going to do sort of a quick informal tutorial on how to use that today. I guess I was just going to start by asking if you'd like to go through the specific examples last week. So you were asking for Poland's data about poverty and income and things like that. So I was just going to walk through those specific examples, and then if you had more questions, we could get into those as well. Great. Okay, so this is sort of the landing page. If you just look for data.census.gov in any like Google search bar or anything like that, this is the landing page it'll take you to. This sort of main feature is what they're touting as the really user-friendly piece, is the search bar. So I guess the first thing you could do is look poverty, Poland, Maine. This isn't my favorite way to do the searches, but it'll come up with some related searches. So Poland, town, Maine, income and poverty. In this area, it's supposed to show you some tables. Okay, here it's now. It doesn't show like super anything you want, like it's showing Polish American Heritage Month, really not related to what we're looking for. So that's why it's not my favorite way to do searches, but it might bring you to some related searches like Poland, town, Maine, income and poverty. So we can click that. And again, it's still not really what we're looking for. Sometimes we'll get lucky through the search bar, but not always. So I'm going to go back to the landing page and show you my favorite way to do it. I'll show you, sometimes this search bar does find what you're looking for if you're looking for quick information. But I prefer this advanced search method. So right under here says advanced search. I usually click this, and it has all of these filters here. So it can be a little daunting at first, but this is really going to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So I start with the topics, and if we're looking for stuff about income and poverty, we can come right here and click income and poverty. Just check a box again, income and poverty. So that's only going to bring up the tables we're looking for. And then we click on geography. So we're looking for a county subdivision. Scroll down through this list to find exactly the geography you're looking for. And sometimes it's a little slow, so we wait for it. Okay, and that's within another geography, which is Maine. And it's slow again, which is also in Androscoggin County. So it sort of makes you click through all of the geographies, and then it'll bring up the list of towns. So we can check Poland, town, Androscoggin County, and then click search. So this will bring up all of the tables we're looking for. It'll bring up income and median income and earnings and poverty status per family. So I'm just going to click this first table, poverty status in the past 12 months. And it'll bring you to these. So total, the number below poverty level, and the percent below poverty level for all of these different demographics. It'll also bring up, does this sort of make sense? Yeah, it's tough to get to, and you kind of have to like know what you're looking for before you get there for it to make sense. But this is why I like the advanced search. It kind of deters people from clicking on it because you're like, no, I don't want anything crazy advanced, but that's actually the easier way, I think, to get there. It'll also bring you to some related tables like income in the past 12 months, which will show you by the brackets, like the number of people in each income bracket. It'll show you the median income and things like that. So really this filter is the best way, I think, to do it. The other cool thing about this is if you go into customize, you can download this page, but it won't come out perfectly clean like this. But what's cool about this that American Fact Finder didn't have is that you can actually just click and select all of these and copy it straight into an Excel table. Or you can just right click in any cell and click copy with headers, and it'll do the same thing. It'll select all of this, even the headers and everything, and you can just copy it right into an Excel file, which I think is actually one of the few user-friendly things about data.census.gov that American Fact Finder didn't have. So yeah, so that's just sort of the basics. You can click through here and this product up here, drop down. These are all the different years that you can access as well. For this table, exactly, yeah. And then so that's usually how I get to where I'm looking. So it's easy if you decide I don't want to look at Poland anymore, you can just come back to this filter button is what I just clicked on, and then click a new town or go find a new type of geography or a different place or whatever. So that's just sort of the basics of how I like to use this. And that, I mean, most everything should be in here. There are some exceptions. I mean, the population estimates program, unfortunately, is not in data.census.gov yet. They've taken a lot of time in sort of merging the old sort of data files that used to all be in American Fact Finder. Not all of them are in data.census.gov yet, but almost all of the American Community Survey should be in data.census.gov. And I think just with this like filter button, it's easy to kind of pivot between geographies, or another way. So this is now demographic and housing estimates. You can click customize table. So if you want more than one at a time, say if you want Poland and the whole of Androscoggin County in the same table, you click this thing up here, it says one geography. So right now we have Poland selected, but we can also click county within Maine and within Androscoggin County. And so we have both here, Poland and Androscoggin, and then we can close. So now we'll have a table with Androscoggin and Poland. So you can do this with as many geographies as you'd like to kind of pivot between them and add some, so it's not just one view at a time. I mean, sometimes this search bar can be helpful, like median income, and I guess it already has those filters. So like sometimes it's useful. I don't want to deter people from like using it entirely, but it is kind of finicky. Just make sure that you have like the exact verbiage of the table you're looking for, or else it's like not always super helpful. But if you have the advanced search stuff down, you'll pretty much be able to do anything you want with this. So this filter here, surveys, I think will help you. So scroll past all of these ACS. I think it's still on income. So we're going to go home to get rid of the income filter. Do the advanced search, surveys. And so these are the decennial files, the DEC. So like summary file 1. And then we'll do geography, and we'll just say Maine for now. We'll give it a second to think. We'll give it several seconds to think. For some reason it's slow. Well, we'll just click search so I don't waste too much time on this. But if you click that, then you will get these decennial files. So like, let's say population. And it's super slow. I have noticed that this server is a little slower. And then you can come in and customize and add whatever geographies you want. But that's how I would make sure if you're looking specifically for decennial data, go in and check that filter for only decennial data. It's this. Yeah. And that's helpful too if you're looking for like 1 year versus 5 year files or something like that. Like this, I actually use this filter quite often for finding exactly what I'm looking for in that.